Yetta, show me the money.
It's mostly in the house.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We are honored that for over 35 years, we've been able to come alongside you, not only selling, buying, and investing in real estate, coming alongside you to build your fun, build your faith, build your fitness, and even your finances, which has kind of been the focus, hasn't it? And even strengthen, heal, and flourish inside relationship. We're going to discover that doing an annual review, a financial annual review, is equally as important as going to the doctors and doing your annual checkup, or going to the dentist and getting your annual checkup. So it's
Equally important?
maybe it's even more important.
Oh, that's heavy.
It is heavy.
Because, finances is important, but health is.
Yeah, but if I have something going on in my health, I may feel it. I may know something's not right. So I may take action when I feel ick. Not always. Sometimes we can feel great and there is bad stuff going on. So hence why we recommend an annual checkup, right? At the doctor's. And the reason a financial checkup, a annual review is essential is if you don't know what's going on, you can't make good decisions around it. You might be making a bad decision day after day after day after day and not knowing the impact. And as soon as you knew what the answer was from your annual review, you might choose differently.
Right.
Awareness does create empowerment or the ability to make a better decision.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you know that, Sir Dekker?
I like that. I know that, but I like that. Your decisions, because that's one of the things I say on every, show is that when there's clarity of options, then your wisdom will flow. And you won't have clarity of options if you don't know where things are going financially, if you're not tracking it.
And it's as simple as not tracking it. I mean, some of you I know are fantastic. You do your budget. You know everything right down to the penny. You do a spending plan or a budget, depending on what language you like. You allocate your resources. You know what's going on. You know the value of your house. You got it all under control. Unfortunately, the vast majority of Canadians don't.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a friend couple, and they have a weekly, call it a business meeting, but it's a weekly finance budget meeting. How do we do on spending? How do we,
we have a lot of clients that do that.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Not this family.
No, this family does it once a month if we're doing well.
Yeah. So there's the thing, the decisions. I love that you said the decisions you make are better. Because you're equipped with the information.
Right. When you have clarity of your values and your financial situation, the decisions are easier.
Because most financial decisions, let's face it, are made with emotions.
Most of them
And emotions are not a great thing to make financial decisions on.
No, not solely.
No, you need the data. Because, there's even people that I think worry needlessly. They skimp and save, not because they're trying to reach a goal or they have something. It's because out of ignorance, they don't know what they have and they're afraid. So there's fear and worry. And even, maybe you bought your home at the height of the real estate market a couple of years ago. And you're feeling, oh no, I may have lost a bunch of my equity that I put in. That may or may not be true. And an equity review by us will help you put to rest whether you are a little bit below or whether you've actually got more equity, because the market was only at its peak for a couple months and then it went back down. So unless you bought during that couple months, you're probably okay. And secondly, even if you did, the market's recovered slightly and you've paid mortgage payments. So you got your interest rate at maybe 2% or 2.5%. And if you were paying, say, a $3,000 mortgage payment, $1,500 of that, maybe even $1,700 of that was principal pay down each month because you got such a super low interest rate. You paid a little extra, but you got a super low interest rate. Though that combination means you've been paying your mortgage down faster than somebody that bought a little lower but has got a 4% or 5% interest rate. They're only paying down maybe $700 a month. So you see, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train coming at you.
And again, if you haven't got your ticket yet for the Building Wealth Wisely workshop, we're going to explore some of what we're talking about on this episode in greater detail and explore some other aspects, because the reality is ignorance is not bliss. We want to know what's going on, because sometimes when we don't know, we worry needlessly, as you said, and other times we don't take the action we ought to take because we don't know the data. So yes, this whole show, all 3 segments have focused a fair bit on get in the know. And don't just guess your way into the know. Actually get in the know and book your annual review with us if you haven't already. It's important.
Yeah, and it's not hard to do a net worth statement, you look at your...
I used to be freaked out about it.
Yeah, I know, but it's when you have the form and it has your more fixed assets, your
Okay, don't start scaring people now. Just know it's simple.
So
you just say that?
You just put in how much is in my checking account, how much is in my savings account. What does my RSP statement say? What's my TFSA statement says?
Now you're starting to freak people out again.
No, okay, it's pretty simple, especially once you've done 1 month. The first month is tougher because you got to gather all this stuff, but then you know where to go find it for the next month. So it gets a lot easier. And you have to estimate a few things, like, what do you think my car would be worth? Well, I just go on Auto Trader and I look up that car and I go, well, okay, that's what they're asking. Mine's probably truthfully worth $3,000 or $5,000 less. Put that number down. Do I owe anything on my car? Put that number down. It's not rocket science, and the thing calculates the number for you at the bottom.
Right, you don't have to do the math. So that's the bonus. You just have to plug in. It's plug and play.
Yeah,
hey, isn't that fun? Plug and play.
Plug and play. Play with your numbers. And what I believe happens is when you know where your financial picture is, it actually increases your well-being. It gives you a sense of security, a sense of peace. Or if you don't have security because you're looking and going, oh my goodness, I got a negative net worth. There's no judgment here. It's just know where you're at, where you want to go, and what steps do I take to get me there. That's power.
It is power. I mean, you've probably often heard us talk about some of our clients that were in a really terrible situation. And when we met them, hopefully we don't leave them there. But one in particular, literally at minus 40K, and it's been a decade that we've been journeying with them now, and they're well over $2 million in net worth, and it's been through real estate. And so it doesn't have to stay that way. Yes, smaller steps at the beginning as you're getting traction, but then it starts to exponentially shift.
Right. So if you're saying, hey, I would like some help, well, book a clarity call or an annual review. You can do it in the same spot. It says book a clarity call, but if you put in the comments, annual review, that's great.
And that's on our website.
Yeah, it's on our website, dekkerteam.com, and you can book a time slot in there. My availability is already in there. And we're glad that you joined us on Life's Inside Track, because together we're moving forward. And when we move forward together, we got this.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward.